Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For tonight's reading, we are going to be doing an all signs reading, which is not one I've done here on the channel before. And we are specifically looking at what each of the zodiac signs can expect for this upcoming 11/11 portal, which at the time I'm recording this, or rather the time this is being posted, I should say, is tomorrow. However, depending on which 11/11 portal you happen to find this, for you, it could be several days away. So with each of these, you see we have the 12 cards here, each representing one of the zodiac signs and the energies for them to anticipate for that day. You can apply it to your sun, moon, or rising. With that said, let us begin. So first we have, for Aries, we have King of Cups. Aries, it looks like during this upcoming portal, the energy of emotional rest is coming through for you. And it's not just emotional rest. It's like you are feeling disconnected emotionally, but intentionally so. You don't want to be there for others. You're not feeling very loving right now. It could be that you recently felt a hurt of like slighted by somebody, something very hurtful happened to you, and you're feeling the need to withdraw and just kind of lick your wounds. Or it could just be that you're emotionally exhausted from being the emotional support for so many people for so long. So definitely the guidance is coming through to let yourself be to yourself and not be so loving, so open, so present for other people right now. Next, we have Taurus. Wow. Okay, so Taurus, you also got a reverse card. You also got one of the court cards of the suit of cups. So you've got Queen of Cups, clearly. Queen of Cups in reverse here is seeming to say that for this portal for you, it goes one step further than what we just had for Aries. In terms of the emotional rest, for you, it's psycho-emotional rest, right? Psychically, you have been giving and giving and giving. I'm getting the sense that all year, you have been the person that the people around you came to for advice because you are so highly intuitive and so gifted at seeing all sides of a situation in a very stable way. Because you have a stable nature, Taurus, people do have a tendency to look to you for support. And during this 11/11 portal, your guidance is to not just sequester yourself emotionally, but also psychically too. It's a little bit of psychic self-defense for you because you have given so much all year, and we are rounding the end of the year. And you know, with the holidays coming up, I'm getting to tell you, with the holidays coming up, there is more to come, because that's when people are dealing with their families and are very, very, very shall we say, triggered and frazzled. So they will be coming to you for even more advice. Figure out for yourself during this time of rest that you're about to take, whether or not you want to continue to be that go-to for the people around you, or maybe just cut down the number of people you provide that kind of psychic support for. Okay. Next, we have Gemini. So there is big stuff happening for you, coming through for you in this portal, and it has to do with clearly your career. I'm getting promotion energy. I'm getting, if you have been waiting for something to change in your career for the positive, it is going to be either you're going to get the news on 11/11, or the beginning of the process for this promotion is going to start on 11/11. So if you already knew that you were being considered for something, you're going to hear about it on that day. And if you hadn't heard that yet, or you hadn't taken steps toward it yet, someone will be approaching you on that day, or you're going to see the notice that could lead to the promotion for you. So congratulations, Gemini. Very excited, because clearly this is not just going to be a promotion, but a promotion with cash, like more money coming in for you. All right, next we have our lovely Cancers. Well, of course, Cancer. We got, look at this, you guys. We have three of the 4 court cards for the suit of cups showed up in our reading. So again, more stuff around the emotions. Now, your guidance here, Cancer, is different than what we saw with Aries and Taurus. For you, you're being encouraged to take action in something. Usually when Knight of Cups comes up in one of my readings, I don't always interpret it as being about romance, but I am definitely feeling that for you, during this 1111 portal, it is connected to romance for sure. So there is somebody that you need to connect with, either because you have been eyeing them for a while and have been a little bit shy to take that step or ask the question of, will you go out with me? Or it's that you're already in a relationship and there's something that needs to change within it to help you guys regain a closeness you once had but don't have anymore. So either way, whether you're single or you are already coupled up, the energy that I'm getting is to make a romantic gesture, a very obvious romantic gesture, and don't be afraid, okay? So if you're someone who isn't already with someone and there's just someone you've been crushing on, it's absolutely scary to consider sometimes, depending on your personality. And then with you being Cancer, you're very sensitive, right? Very nurturing, very loving, very gentle. And sometimes as Cancer, you can have a crush on people who have the opposite energy. And so their bluntness can be a little off-putting for you. But what I'm getting here is for you to not feel afraid, because it's important for you to take this step at this time so that you can have some clarity around whether or not this romantic connection is the right one for you. How sneaky that love showed up in one of my readings, because y'all know I don't do love readings here on the channel. Okay, so next we have Leo, and Leo, you got Knight of Pentacles. And for you, Leo, believe it or not, the focus isn't really on you. And that's just kind of weird to say with Leo being Leo. But during this 1111 portal, definitely I'm getting something here around you investing in money things. Let me say that better. Clearly, it is guidance for you to take the next set of steps. Not just the next step, but the next set of steps in an investment that you've been thinking about. If you haven't already been researching investments, starting to do the research around it. But I'm definitely getting that for you, the focus right now needs to be in shoring up your finances, to taking your finances to the next level. And I'm getting investment energy for sure. This is that energy of you plant the seed now, but you get the fruit later. Okay. So this isn't just like sticking your money in a savings account or even just getting like a second job or starting a side hustle. This is more about taking an action with your finances. That's the type of action that results in growth. Okay. So for you, it could be the stock market, or it could be investing in real properties, like real estate, but it's something where growth. Oh, and then I'm also getting entrepreneur energy there. That's a possibility too, because with entrepreneurship, we don't, immediately see the results of the actions that we take when we start a business. It takes time, it takes nurturing, it takes care. So definitely I'm getting that it's time for you to take the first few steps that are going to help your finances grow in the long run. All right. Next we have Virgo. And Virgo, you have the Devil card and you have it in reverse. So first of all, I am getting the word congratulations came up. I heard it very loudly. So I'm getting that some of you Virgos who are watching right now are celebrating sobriety dates or the ending of bad connections, something that was in your life that was draining your energy, that was keeping you from being your best self. That is you have an anniversary. This 1111 is an anniversary for you in having broken away from that negative connection or behavior and really focusing on your self-care. The guidance that I'm getting for you, though, Virgo, is to be careful not to fall back, not to slip up because of this anniversary. Sometimes feeling successful at something that we have done, particularly when it's something like a change of behavior or self-care, particularly when it's something like the breaking of addictions, we might go, well, I've done great. I deserve a treat. That is tricky language. That is the cunning, baffling, powerful mind trying to get you to do something that is not ultimately going to be in your best interest. So don't backslide, Virgo, okay? Continue to take care of yourself. If you choose to celebrate in a way that does not trigger that thing that you have, that behavior or that addiction that you have broken yourself out of, right? Next, we have Libra. Not Leo, Libra. And Libra, you got 2 of Wands. Libra, your guidance for this 1111 portal is that it is time for you to start being honest with yourself about what you really want. You're going to be faced with some either situations or coming up against certain personalities that really make you go, enough. That's enough. I cannot take it anymore. Something is going to be happening on this 11/11, on this date of November 11th. I should just go ahead and say November 11th. Something is going to be happening that makes you take not even a hard look, just a ready look, like a necessary look at what it is you have been tolerating. And there have been probably little inklings in your mind for a while that it wasn't satisfying to you. On this particular day, you're going to allow yourself to accept that truth so that you can move forward and start creating for yourself a life that looks like what you really want. What does that inner self of yours, that your inner self, what does your inner self, that's how normal people talk, what does your inner self really want? And listen, your heart is going to break a little bit, okay, Libra, when you realize how far off the path you've gotten. And you've gotten far off the path because you have such a big heart, because you're able to see again see other people's sides and other people's needs and make space for their realities. Sometimes in your need to have a balance and sometimes in your need to have a sense of fairness in relationships, you over consider the needs of others to the detriment of your own, or just the ignoring what is needed and right for you, and your inner self is not able to withstand that any longer. So this is the beginning. This 1111 portal is bringing in the energy to help you start to not just face but embrace that which you really want, so you can begin to create that vision for your life, okay, or that version of your life. Okay, so now we have Scorpios, and you Scorpions, I think I should say, I don't know, do Scorpios become Scorpions? I don't think so. But anyway, hey Scorpio, you guys got King of Swords. All right, Scorpio, you are going to be feeling so holier than thou on this day. You're going to be feeling so full of yourself that you do run the risk of becoming dictatorial in the way you talk to others. Listen, I'm getting strongly that you are extremely smart and you happen to be surrounded by dummies. And so it's so important for you to be patient with them on this day, because there's a lot of culmination energy coming through in all of these readings that we're getting for the various signs today. And so for you, you have been contending with and having to work around the misjudgments and mistakes of others. I'm definitely getting workplace environment energy for so long that now there is a piece of you that's wanting to just like whip them into shape. If you are a supervisor or the business owner someplace, there's a piece of you that is feeling as though you want to completely cut them off, fire them, or ship them to another department or something, like ending that work relationship in a way in which you have the power. But what I'm getting is, don't listen to that voice right now. Now is not the time to make that decision. You just are feeling I'm getting very heavy stress energy. So maybe there's been a very tight deadline recently in the work environment, or you're in the midst of it right now, and these people's antics or incapabilities are making you feel even more frustrated than you normally would. This is not to say that you should not make personnel changes going forward. However, this is not the day to do it, because right now you are in just like really heightened climatic energy around your superiority to others. If you don't happen to be someone who is a decision maker, like a business owner or a supervisor, where it comes down to hiring and firing of others, for you, it's about being very careful with your words, being very careful with your words, especially since you're not the boss. And if your boss is one of the idiots, remember, what's it called? The Office, and how Jim had to deal with the idiocy of Michael, so John Krasinski's character had to deal with the idiocy of Steve Carell's character. That might be you if you're a Scorpio that is not the boss in this situation, but you're surrounded by idiots at work. So just, be careful with what you say. It's okay for you to be the smartest one in the room, but this is not the day for you to show that you are, okay? All right, next we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you are on the go. This does not surprise me. I'm getting that you're going to be having an opportunity to travel. All right. Travel is something that you love as a Sag. And so you are absolutely getting ready to be able to take some sort of a trip. This is coming up on 11/11. It's interesting because for the year that this is being recorded, and I have deliberately not added a year to this reading because I do intend for it to be a timeless 11/11 portal reading, so that whenever you happen to find it, because that 11/11 portal opens up every single year. So whenever you happen to find it, these messages that you guys are getting today are applicable to you. But for you, Sagittarius, at the time that I'm recording this, that is actually going to be a Tuesday for this. No, sorry, a Monday. Monday? Yes, a Monday for this year. So maybe for you, it's an extended weekend, but somehow, some way, it's connected to travel. No, it's not extended weekend because that Monday would be the end of that weekend. But what I am seeing is an opportunity is coming for you to get to travel. And I'm getting that there's a crush involved. So it could be that it is traveling for work. And that's why it's, so it falling on a weekday is not so confounding, even though I seem to be struggling to talk about it. But the point is, I'm getting that there's someone that you're going to be traveling with that you have a romantic interest in, or they have a romantic interest in you. So if it is possible that it's a situation where you and your romantic partner are choosing to take Monday off to travel. But I'm really getting more energy around people traveling for work, because I'm seeing hotel rooms. I'm seeing people who are kind of awkward with each other in the hallway somehow, as opposed to feeling there's something about the space being in like a living space with people who are your work people and not your living people normally. So yeah, that's what I've got for you here, Sagittarius. There's a trip coming up for you. Next, we have Capricorn. And then Capricorn, you've got the opposite. So you will not be traveling during this 11/11 portal, I am sorry to say. However, I am getting that you are actually being forced to sit still because there has been just a lot of movement in your life lately. Maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you're taking on a lot. Have you been trying to be like helpful at your church and helpful at your kids' school and of course helpful at your job, and then you have your responsibilities in the house? I'm getting something about you've been moving around too much and it's time for you to be still. So take this 11/11 portal time frame to just chill, okay? Next we have Aquarius. This is my sign. Ooh. So Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, because you can apply it to any of the three. But Aquarius, you are, during this 11/11 portal, you're assessing things for sure. You are making some, again, I'm not getting hard choices. I'm getting that it's time. It's time for change. It's time for me to look at what it is I've done, look at what it is I've created, look at what it is I've planted, and seeing whether or not the fruit that is coming up, the, what you are reaping is in accordance with what you had hoped for. I'm actually getting for a lot of you Aquarians, and I hope this applies to me as well, that what you are going to find on that day is, yes, absolutely, you feel like things are going in the right direction for you, that you are starting to see the results that you've been been looking for when you started whatever endeavors this is applying to for you. And you know exactly what it is. Like for me, it's probably my YouTube channel, right? Okay, and then finally we have Pisces. Ooh, Pisces, you have the High Priestess. And this beautiful, beautiful message for you for the 1111 portal is you are going to be getting so much guidance coming through from your various spirit guides. So keep your channel open. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, keep that third eye open, even that crown chakra. Be in the state of acceptance, allowance, receptivity. Don't be cut off. Don't be in resistance. Even if something that you can clearly tell as a guidance doesn't make sense to you right away, or you feel like it wasn't what you want to hear, be open to it anyway, because so many messages are going to be flooding to you on that day from your guides. All right, you guys, this is what I have for you today. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you in my next one.